So we've arrived here. My final thoughts on this episode of the tell-all of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. Listen, there is a reason why I stopped doing reviews for Happily Ever After. It was just dragging on. It was the same conversations over and over, especially coming from like Russ and Paula and Andre and Libby. And even worse, coming from Ashley and Jay. It was just the same problems that they have, just repeated over and over. Like, at least with Larissa and Colt, like, at least they got a new fight every week. Like, damn. It was just too much. It got annoying real quick. Kind of like my voice right now. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm so tired of these overdone and dry, these recurrent characters, these people who we've gotten to know over more than multiple, I can't even say two for some of them, multiple seasons of 90 Day Fiance, whether it be before the 90 days or Happily Ever After. I'm tired of them. Okay, that's all I gotta say about them. I'm tired of them. I want a new crop of people, and I'm looking forward to see the new crop of people. And what I like about what TLC did with the tell-all is that between them, occasionally they'll show like a new couple that they will have on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. And some of them looking interesting. Like, I'm seeing some new Paul / Colts, you know, so somebody who definitely about to get played big time. And you know, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Anybody who's returning to the 90 Day franchise who we've seen before, you know, Darcy, anybody who's trying their hand at this whole 90 Day Fiance thing again, I'm not necessarily looking forward to your story. Like, even though I'm not saying that it's not gonna be interesting now, like, come on, it might be interesting, but like, I'm tired of the same people over and over. I want new people, because new people come new situations and new BS. But then again, we wanted new people from last season. What am I talking about? We wanted new people last season, and then we got Jay and Ashley, and now here they are in like second season off, and we're sick of them. But at least they're not Russ and Paul. But that's all I'm saying. At least they're not Russ and Paul. But all I'm saying about this tell-all episode is dealing with Chantel and Pedro from last week, because I didn't talk about that one. Them, like, that's another cycle thing going over and over again. And of course, everybody wanted to see what would pop off on the Family Chantel's own reality show. And that's a whole nother bunch of drama on itself. Like, it's very dramatic, and Obed is a messy bitch. Damn, that boy messy. But talking about the tell-all in general, what we've gathered from it really is just that we need more from these tell-alls. We need more. Last week, Auntie talked about the same thing too. We need more from the tell-alls. We can't be following this whole thing and just expecting questions from Sean to pretend like she don't know what's been going on. Like, we know exactly what's been going on. We don't want you to half-ass the situation. Just have a conversation with them. I don't want to hear questions, just like Auntie said. Yeah, I know, I'm repeating what another YouTuber said. Whatever, okay? I agree. Like, I want to hear a conversation. Don't act surprised and ask questions about this, okay? Right now, I'm watching Larissa and Eric coming out of the courthouse, and her lawyer is telling her something. I want to find out what. I guess she's in the clear for now, so I guess she's not being deported. And her and Eric can go on and live their life and enjoy whatever relationship they have budding, if that relationship is even real. I realized who Eric looked like, because last week I was just watching, like, who does this dude look like? He looked like someone I know. And I realized he kind of looked like Shane Dawson. But it's like Shane Dawson was like an older guy, which technically, if Larissa is telling the truth, and if Eric is telling the truth about his own age, he should be a lot younger than Shane Dawson, because he's supposed to be what, like 27 or 26, so he's in his 20s. And maybe he's in his 30s. I don't know. Because he looks older than Shane Dawson, and Shane Dawson is probably like, what, 30? Yeah, I think Shane Dawson's like 29, 30. I don't know. He's not 26, is all I'm saying. Okay? Because I've been watching Shane Dawson since I was in like middle school. No, I wasn't in middle school. I was probably in high school, but you know, I'm just saying. Somebody lying about something regarding that boy, because he look older than what they're saying that he is, okay? And Larissa looks really good in that little gray dress that she wore to court. Like, it got her ass like ba ba boom. She got that Brazilian ass, as what Colt said. And he's not holding back from the kisses in public. He kissing her, she kissing him. You know, they're driving off in a car that has AC, and you know, just trying to actually live life while Colt is all sad going home with his mom. And I'm just like, Colt, you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself, okay? More people would be on Colt's side if Colt didn't act the way that he acts. Like, all the sympathy that you have for Colt, and you're like, oh, maybe, you know, I kind of feel bad for him in this situation. You think about it, and you're like, wait. But Colt has always been using the fact that he kind of have power over Larissa with her status in the country. He's always like, oh, well, I could just not adjust your citizenship. I can just, you know, maybe I don't file for your green card. Maybe I don't make you legal to be in this country. And then Debbie on her constant plane of we should get her deported. It's no different than Chantel's family always talking about getting Pedro deported every time he does something that they don't like. Well, not so much Chantel's whole family, but her mom, mainly. Her mom always talking about deporting somebody, and it's uncalled for. Okay, in the tell-all, much like in the rest of the season, Paula and Russ, as well as Elizabeth and Andre, they didn't play a part to me. Like, their part was very minuscule. It was very minor. It was nothing new. It was the same thing. Andre won't get a damn job. And somehow he feel like he can even butt into other people's business when his problem is so easily fixed. All he gotta do is just get a job, and he won't even do that. And then Paula, she just feel like she can butt in and play some sort of judge in other people's life for some damn reason. I'm just like, shut up, boring. Okay, you're boring. Your husband is trying his best. He's trying to do something. Stop acting like he's not doing anything. Like, ugh. I'm over Andre and Libby, as well as Paula and Russ, but mainly I'm over Paula and Russ. Okay, mainly over Paula, not so much Russ. Like, Russ is whatever, but Paula is just, she's doing way too much, and I'm sick of it. I don't want to see her on another season of any sort of spin-off from 90 Day Fiance. I don't know if they're gonna try to go on 90 Day Divorce, okay, or after the 90 days, right? Ugh, I'm so done. I'm done. I'm well, I can't say that I reviewed the entire season of Happily Ever After, but I reviewed most of it and then I got sick of Ashley and Jay's bullshit throughout the season, and I decided that I'm not even gonna even bother reviewing it. And yeah, I know I haven't even been reviewing The Other Way, and that's mainly because I've been busy, and I feel like these past two episodes, like they're like nothing big happened. Like we all know that Jihoon was gonna propose to what's her face for a long time. Like we already know, and like we already know that sooner or later, Jenny and Sumit was gonna have some issues because he ain't got a job. And then the whole Laura going to meet Aladdin, and then she's so disappointed in the apartment that this man put together for her. And I'm like, bitch, what you complaining about? Are you complaining about the fact that your oven don't look like a oven or whatever? You're complaining about the smallest things. Gosh. And then the way that she talks about the jiggy jiggy is starting to seem a little bit creepy, because if he was just a few years younger, I'm pretty sure that would be a crime. Like, he seemed reluctant when she got there and she was like trying to undress him while the camera crew was basically still in the room. And it's like she's not respecting the fact that this man is a man that's been raised in an environment where like the over sexualization of one's body is not like a big thing. So for you to start like just it's uncomfortable. Like it seems almost predatory, and I feel like if Laura was a woman, if Laura wasn't a woman, if she was a man, then it would be looked at as a lot more creepy, and I see it as being creepy as hell, but because she's a woman, she gets some sort of pass for doing that. And it's like, the whole way she's coming on to Aladdin when they first get into the apartment after she got the tour of the apartment and just judge it and criticize everything that's going on in there. Her whole demeanor about trying to get the jiggy jiggy was just, it got really weird and creepy and gross. Okay, if she was a man, people would be looking at it a lot different, okay? Think about that. Like, she could almost be his mom. She could be his mom. What am I talking about? She could be his mom. He's what, 29 and she's what, 50 something? She could be his mom. And then I don't even want to go there. Like, Jenny didn't do that to Sumit. She didn't make it all creepy. She just seemed like she's in love with this man and she's not like over sexualizing him. I don't know. My makeup is smudged. My face look a mess, and I'm done talking about these people. I know I was talking about Happily Ever After and the Tell All and everything, and now I just switched over to talking about The Other Way, but I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I've been gone forever, and I have a lot to say, a lot on my mind, but that is all for tonight.